MSB here, and today I'm going to be making a short video showing the new booster pack opening animations and UI changes for Hex's Set 3, Armies of Myth. Now, this isn't going to be like my normal produced content. I'm going to be making a series of short videos showing different aspects of a collection and then grouping all of these videos together into one produced video to show new players all of the things that you can unlock and earn in Hex. So bear with me, of course, if this isn't necessarily the same sort of scripted content that you're used to. I'm not going to be widely advertising these pack openings because, like I said, normally I like doing things that are a little more complex, but I couldn't resist recording some pack opening. It's always exciting. So let's get to our first one. I love the new animations and UI for pack opening. I always had a problem with the old one in that it didn't really show exactly what you're seeing here, which is sort of an emphasis on where you need your eyes to be, which is smack dab in the middle. So now, up at the top, you can see all of the commons that I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 commons. And then the 3 cards along the bottom are all uncommons. And now we've got this new, beautiful, large card right in the center, which really shows the rare of the card and really makes that stand out. So let's see what we got. Oh my gosh! Look at that. Right out the gate. Rare resources, fantastic. Let's keep on moving. And a rare chest, awesome. We're going to stash that. We'll do chest rolling later. As I mentioned, there's going to be a few of these videos in a row. I'm going to be doing chest rolling, I'll be doing chest opening, this pack opening. I'm really just focusing on the different new UI elements, how they've cleaned up the interface and made everything just look absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's see what we get here. Another rare. Titania's Majesty, oh my gosh, back-to-back amazing cards. Titania's Majesty is crazy. Wordle just did an article on 5shards.com that I read, and of course a common chest showing some of the amazing things you could do with Titania's Majesties. That was awesome to pull one of those. Okay, number 3, let's see, what do we get? Okay, and another rare. See, initially, the old animations of Hex, where it showed the 3 sort of lines on a row, all at the same size, I never felt like that really gave you the feeling of a rare card in the middle. So it's really nice to see that they really cleaned this up and made it a lot more impactful. Ambush Guide. Okay, fair enough. Stash that one, and let's get on to our next. There's a lot of changes that have come through from this this set, and it's really interesting to see some of the things that have come through. And ooh, Crocosaur. This is a really good one. 5, 5, 6, and you can have it battle 2 target opposing troops. Oh, devastating, devastating. If you can ramp up into it, especially against like aggro decks, you could just absolutely mop the floor with them. It's fantastic. Wild got a lot of love in Set 3, so if you're a big fan of Wild, you will not be disappointed by jumping in on this one. Okay, let's see what we got. Krutzel Gorecaster. Well, that's a very large casted Ruby card. And I won't pretend to know, the ins and outs of the meta as of yet. There hasn't been any major tournaments with the Set 3 since it was just released. Gosh, another rare chest. That's awesome. The best part about rare chests, of course, is if you get a double rarity upgrade, then you get a primal chest out of it. So pretty crazy. Let's keep on going. Okay, so no legendaries yet. I'm less than 10, so I think it's 1 for every 10 if I'm not mistaken. And another Titania's Majesty, rockin'. That's awesome. Watch out. Looks like I'm making a constructed wild deck for sure. A show. Okay, number 7? Number 7. Let's see here. Okay, another rare. Come on, let's get some legendaries going. My apologies for not really touching on the commons. Things like Vine Lash are amazing. That's a really good, depending on the meta, it could even be main board, but at the very least, like sideboard. What are some other ones? Yancey, Tinkerer of Terror. Okay, well, his name alone gives him 10 points. Dealt damage to an opposing champion this turn. Create a Murdertron and put it into play. Well, we gotta look at a Murdertron. Yeah, buddy. Rage 2, Crush, Strike, Murder. Awesome. Okay, that's rad. Do want Stash that. Okay, let's go. Now, we're getting into the point in time where I should get a legendary here, so come on. Okay, well, Dream Smoke Mystic, okay. And a Warlock of Itir, that's good. I like that. Yeah, sacrifice another troop. This gets +2/+2. That can push through some crazy damage. Cerulean High Counselor. Put a troop with cost equal to or less than this troop's cost from your hand to play. Okay, this gets cost +1. Alright. That's a save me. Put this in. From your hand into play. Oh, okay, so he's just like sort of ramping out. That's cool. My apologies, I also haven't done a lot of research on all the full card list. So what you can tell from these packs, if you're new to Hex, is not only that neat new animation and some of the great graphics and the sound effects that they've added, but also every pack comes with a chest, and I'll deal with chests or touch on chests later. Oh my gosh, this just screams 5-shard decks. Sylvan Performer, okay. Slaughter Gear's Innovation. This is pretty slick, or can be at least, for the decks that sort of run long with like Mono Sapphire. Transform target artifact you control into a War Hulk with this action's gems. That's pretty crazy. Good times. Okay, let's keep on going. So here we go. 51 down to 50. We're at the first 10 mark. How many winning new? How many packs are we going to open? Well, I would say at least 30. If you want to hang on for that long. Nature's Resolve. All your troops that share a trait with it. Get this, can't be interrupted. Nah, I guess that could be useful in sideboard, I suppose. Let's see. Really itching for a legendary. I really want to see that new red border. Because the blue border is neat. You're like, ooh, that looks cool. But the red border is like super slick. Okay, Skydancer, Pyrosoul Summoner. That's pretty cool. Scroll of Yakuzan. Scroll is in your play at the start of your turn. If there are 6 or more soul counters, remove 6. Create Blasphemous Horror. Ugh, that looks disgusting. Oh, and it's Shenheir too, of course. 6/6/6 Crush. Wow. Pretty rad. Okay, so all I've really gotten, I haven't gotten any uncommon chests as of yet. Another rare. I had such a good start with those double Titania's Majesty, but my gosh, I keep pulling all these wild cards. When Balthazar enter play, gain health equal to the highest cost, draw cards equal to the highest among troops you control. This used to have a much more flavorful text, which was like a poem or a song, and of course, anytime you fool with text, well, there you go, uncommon. Anytime you fool with text in a card, you get people who are, up in arms, crying foul, like, I can't understand this, and it's like, well, maybe this card isn't meant to be, perfectly top tier. Scorn of Oberon. Destroy up to 1 target artifact and 1 constant and revert. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the trifecta of control-y options. Let's see. Come on, here we go. Let's get a legendary. Last time I did one of these videos, I pulled, I think, 1 or 2 Vampire Kings, so we'll see if my luck has run out. Zakir's Whim. Always fun. Target troop transform random troop with this action's gems. Okay, just in case you want to go crazy on the random side. Zakir's Whim indeed. Okay, let's get another one on there. Let's see what we got here. Another rare. Playing with fire. A smash to the ground. This is pretty crazy. You can absolutely force through some insane damage with that card. Soul of Battle. Target troop gets crushed, deals double damage, and sacrifice. Well, that could be a good ending. A good ender. Finisher. How you'd like to say it? Okay, we're 15 down. We'll do at least another 15 more. And another rare. Okay, what do we got? Anything interesting up here? Nothing that super pans out. I do like the Wrathward Larch. Discard it and create a wild shard and put it into your hand. It's that fixing, that we don't want. Fixing as in just so you're not resource screwed. I like that. It's a neat little card to put in there. Mind Rake. Each opposing champion chooses and discards a card this turn. Okay. that shares a trait. So that could be a good one for some of the Venom, like a Venom-themed deck, maybe. Be pretty crazy. Stuff some eggs and then make everyone discard a card, or make all of your troops exhaust and discard a card. That would be pretty good. Let's see what we got. Come on, legendaries. Dreamstoke, Runier Elite. That's a cool art, man. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, sweet! Yes, awesome. Okay, Vampire Princess. This is hot. This is amazing in Mono Blood. Should be amazing in Mono Blood because you've got your Vampire Kings and then Vampire Princesses. The Kings grab the troops, the Princesses grab the actions. So this is super good. May even fit into the old Blood Diamond. I don't know. At the very least, Mono Blood would run that. I mean, can you imagine with Vampire Kings, Vampire Princesses, and then like Relentless Corruptions? Crazy. And they've still got, like Extinction. Nice. Okay, Shard Ward. This is one of the new ones. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you by troops. That's fun. I mean, I wouldn't run it, but strict card disadvantage. Blessing of Unicorns. Yeah, it's invincible. Of course, the Blessing of Unicorns? How can that not be invincible? Less than 2, put this into your hand. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. It's, they run away if no one's around. If you don't have any people on your side. Okay, and uncommon chest. And we're nearing the 20 mark. We'll do at least 10 more. And then, let's see here. Pain Breeder. This is one of the Venom troops. Venom is, Venom, Coyote, and Elves are, I may be missing one, but the Venom, Coyote, and Elves are the main focuses of set 3, so. Ooh, Martyr. Excellent. Transform target troop into a Monument of the Martyr. So it's, that's a quick action, so it's just, save someone. I like that. Troops you control at +1/+1. So you can, ditch something that's going to die anyway, or, like a dodge an extinction. That's a pretty good card. And here is another of the great commons that's in set 3. Arcane Focus is fantastic. This is a great first turn play for Sapphire. Look at the top 2 cards, put 1 in your hand and the remaining into your deck. That is just all around fantastic. Can help you dig for Reese. Just really, really solid. Okay, here we go. This is the 20th pack. No legendaries. Still have had some good pulls. Still some good pulls. Hopefully we'll get at least one. Grim Harvester. Life Drain Swift Strike. That's neat. Deals 1 damage. And Incubation Webs. This is the this is one of the new Venom mechanics. Spiderling eggs. That's major in this set. Oh, that's sweet! Excellent. So Wild deck and Venom deck. Absolutely. Create 3 Spiderling eggs for each opposing champion and put them into their decks. That's super slick. And the fact that it's Blood Sapphire, really good. Really good. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do at least 10 more. I may do like a booster box, like 36. Oh, there it is! Okay, so now you can see the difference between the original graphics and the new UI graphics. Look at this. Like, you got something good. If you've never played Hex before and you open up a pack and you see this, it's like, oh, that's crazy. Now let's hope this isn't the Comet Strike of set 3. Well, it's pretty close to the Comet Strike of set 3. But hey, she's hot, so it's okay. It's okay. At the end of your turn, put all troops in graveyards that died this turn into play under your control. So it's a cost, which is extraordinarily prohibitive, but maybe either in future sets or something we'll get some crazy ramp, and for Diamond or Blood, and this will be awesome. Oh well, pretty cool though. But that graphic, man, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. Okay. And I was able to get a legendary, so at the very least I've got 1. Okay, Druidic Exoshaper. At the start of your turn, XX. Troops you control. Target troop in your hand gets... That's cool, permanent buff. That's neat. That can actually make a troop, like a ramping troop, something like a Howling Brave, semi-relevant. You know, because he played this turn 4, and then you're like, well, you know, I top deck a Howling Brave, or whatever you want to do with it, I suppose. Because would you really want to waste it on Howling Brave? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you would. I don't know. I don't know what game you're playing. Maybe you need that 3 cost 3/3. Who knows? Okay. Ooh, this is some sweet art. Mechanized Demolisher. That's nice. And the Twisted Taunter. This is fun. 5 cost 7/2. When the centers play, target opposing troop gets must attack until the start of your next turn. So you can make anything run at this guy, and that's you're just gonna kill it. Obviously, you know, you'd hope that there's like a piece of equipment that lets you beef this guy up somehow, so that way, you know, you can get some more value out of it. But that's a fun card right there. Wakuna Crowfeather. When the centers play, the next troop in your deck gets +2/+2 in flight. If it is a Coyotal, it gets this power as well. That's pretty neat. There's been some thought around Coyotal decks. I think Wild Sapphire Coyotal decks, and that's an interesting archetype. We'll see how that holds in the meta. Okay, next pack. Let's see what else we get. Another Rotting Knight. Lixil's neat. Lixil's a person, you know, as a major character. I'd like to read some lore for Lixil. She seems important. Thunderfield Seer. Yeah, Thunderfield Seer. This is a solid 1-drop. 1/1/1. Next action in your deck gets draw a card. That's solid for Sapphire. I like that. That is nice. Okay, what do we got? Replica Reinforcements. And choose a trait with it and put those troops into your hand. Maybe the equipment. That's one of the things that I love about Hex, is you look at these cards, you look at a bunch of cards, and you're like, no, that really doesn't have a place in the competitive scene. But there's always some aspect of it where you're like, well, if it had this, then it'd be really neat. And they can add that with equipment. So, you know, some cards that are just sort of tolerable become really, really cool in PvE when you get the right equipment for it. Okay, Tempestuous Blade Master. Pretty good. Speed, Crush, Steadfast. That's pretty solid for an uncommon. Pretty good draft, I'd guess. Pretty good draft target. Another Balthazar. Get that out of here. I liked you when you had your flavorful text. Okay. So, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll run 36 booster packs. That seems about right. Back in my day when I was playing physical TCGs, 36 booster packs. Oh, Dynamite. Dynamite. Target troop gets +5/+5 Crush, and when it dies, create a Smashadon. 6/5/5 with Crush. That's neat. That's sweet. Okay. So yeah, in my day, and a rare chest, always good. I don't think I've gotten any legendary chests yet. That's alright. I can roll a bunch of my rares, that's good. But anyway, I keep getting distracted. Back in my day, 36 packs were a booster box, so that's why I refer to it as such. Mine Rake, okay. And the Grim Harvester, I didn't look at that one, but that's okay. Let's pull into the next 33 left, so now 32. Hopefully I get at least one more legendary. Rotcast. Strike target troop with cost 3 or less. This is a solid card. Okay. Ashwood Maestro. At the start of each champion's turn, they get 2 temporary resources. Oh, that's some nice art on there, too. I like that. I'm one of the people who actually cares about that sort of thing, if you can believe it. Let's see, is there anything else that's interesting? Granite Giant, no. Stirring Oration, that can be a thing, I suppose. What's this? Resource Optimizing Infusion Device. Another device. 1 cost, gain a threshold, sacrifice it, and gain a permanent. That's not too shabby, if I'm reading that correctly. Stash it. Okay, we're running into the 30 booster pack mark. Let's get a couple legendaries, hey? Mesa Lookout. Target troop gets +2 this turn. Okay, no, not good. Shift. That's neat. That's a neat shift ability. Shift is one of the new keywords, which which is really interesting. As a basic action, you pay this resource cost, so 1, and then this whole ability gets transferred onto a different troop. So that has some real neat deck building potential. Another Zakir's Whim. I'm just kidding. Oh, I accidentally rolled it. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Then Zakir's Whim just completely shuts me down. Okay, stash it. Luckily, that was a common. It's okay. It's okay. Didn't mean to roll that. I was just trying to get out of it so fast. Zakir's like, look, you try and ditch me. That's what you get. You roll your chest. Grove Whisper. Well, this is socketed with a minor gem. Oh, that's an 8. So either it's a major with a 3-4 or it's a minor with a 4-5 for 5. That's cool. Blood Pit Reaver. Another orc. Rage 2. Jeez, 6 cost, 6-5. Destroy each troop with the lowest attack. The frenzied crowd cheered Umgurgur's relentless bloodletting rampage. Nice. Okay, stash that. Okay, so we're at the 30 booster pack mark. I'll open 6 more, and then that should give you a good picture of this. That should give you enough pack opening to make your heart content. Solar Battle. Okay, so we've already seen that one. Let's see if we can get something new or another legendary. Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. This is obviously the best uncommon in the entire set. Regardless, I don't even need to read it. Anything with the Mancubus is fantastic. Well, here I am. What are your other 2 wishes? The end of your turn, a random opposing troop gains control of this. That's cool. Just flaring passions, getting passed back and forth. Whew. Oh, cool. Another Slaughter Gears innovation. That's legit. I like it. Let's stash that. And got, what, 3 more after this? Okay, and rare Arachnophobia. 2 Spiderling eggs for each opposing champion and put them into their decks. Then each opposing champion chooses and discards 2 cards. That does not seem bad. Discard 2 cards for 3 cost and then shove 2 spider eggs in? That's legit. Do 1 damage to each attacking troop. That can be crushing for certain aggro matchups. Unity Generator. That's funny because, you know, the game's programmed in Unity. Sleeping Years, wondering what contraption stores might be creating. Okay, gain a threshold of your choice. A little slow. There are better fixin' options, in my opinion. Okay, so that's 26. So we got 2 more to go. Another Rotcast, Emperor's Lackey. That's cool art. I dig that guy. Start of your turn, this gets -1/-1. Sacrifice another troop and revert this. That's funny. So he starts out crazy. 2 for 4/4. The first turn he can attack, though, he'd basically be a 3/3 unless you can somehow give him speed, which doesn't make much sense for blood. And then 2 for 2/2. So you basically get 1 turn's worth of power out of him, and then you can sacrifice like one of your other bunnies to buff him back up to a 4/4. That could be a thing. Oh, Highlands Black Belt. This is one of Colin's personalized art. This is pretty cool. Create a Breath of Dragon. Target Highlands Black Belt deals damage equal to its power. So it's kind of like a mini. It's kind of like a mini Zakir, where it's a one-shot basic action. You get a couple of different actions. Deals double damage. Or Wings of the Phoenix. Deals 1 damage to each opposing troop. To an opposing champion. That's neat. I dig that. Gives you a really good option for whatever you happen to be facing at the time. Neat. Okay, so we've got 2 more that we're going to do. We'll bring this down to 26. Mechanized Demolisher, Cyclone Shaman. And to play the next troop in your deck gets when this enters play, put target action with cost equal to into your hand. That's okay. This is crazy. If you ever manage to ramp up to 7, a 6/6 spell shield. It's nuts. And another Zakir's Rim. I hate you, Zakir. That is hilarious. 3 out of 36 packs are Zakir's Whim. It's crazy. Okay, last one. Here we go. What do we get? Something good. Oh, don't end with a bang. Oh well. Harvest of Shadow, Scrapyard Bruiser. Let's see what we get. Nice! Excellent. That is a really good one. Elf Allegiance. You gain a Sapphire. Sapphire. You gain a Ruby, you gain a Wild, or you gain 3 health and a charge. That is sweet. I would always like to get any rare resource, because those are always going to be good. Like, you look at Swirling Vortex, which was the rare resource for the second set. Drawing a blank. Shattered Destiny. And so that is always good to have a set of 4 of each of those, because you never know when you'll want them in the future. Resources are always good. Every deck needs them. Okay, so what I'll do is just cheat, and because I'm an addict, I'll do 1 extra for good measure, and then done. So, as I mentioned, this hatchery cultivator, one or more eggs would be put into an empty. Put that many plus 1 instead. That's legit. I like that. Nice. And a reprocessor. At the start of your turn, you may transform another target artifact into a warbot. Okay. Start of your turn, another into a warbot. That's the 3/3. Yep. Okay. So that's neat. That's kind of like it's a dual shard construct foreman, and you get to change the artifact each time. So I like that. That's a pretty neat rare. So, as I mentioned before, this is just a short video to show the new UI elements and to give you something to look at. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe. And, as always, I'm MSB, wishing you good games and good times.